Silbong kabuyela nga heao.
Everyone, this is my YouTube Ofomatai project. It's about how colonialism changed traditional dressing, especially feta, or Nifans can call it nayo, in Vanuatu, especially in Tanna Island. Traditional dressing is a strong statement of a society identity, custom, and heritage. It is critically for the preservations and transmissions of cultural values throughout generations. Vanuatu and island nations in the South Pacific is no exception to the fundamental relationship between clothing and culture. However, during the age of colonialism, when France and the United Kingdom asserted their influence on the archipelago, this complicated connection was greatly disturbed and modified. To fully understand the influence of colonialism on Vanuatu traditional dressing, we must first grasp colonial rules history backdrops. Vanuatu was colonized by France and the United Kingdom in the 19th and 20th century. The invasions of the colonial forces not only transformed the social, political environment, but it also had a major impact on the indigenous Vanuatu people cultural and traditional costume. There are two effects of colonialism in cultural dressing. First effect is Western dress trend. The introduction of Western dress trend occurred throughout the colonial era. The Vanuatuan people were encouraged, if not compelled, to wear European dress, which essentially replaced the indigenous cap. The usage of chicken feathers in clothes declined as Western attire grew more popular. The second effect is suppression of indigenous culture. The culture assimilation's agenda of colonial power sought to undermine traditional practice, including attire. Indigenous cultural expression were suppressed, and the Nivan Vanuatu people were encouraged to adopt European custom, traditional attire, and the symbolic use of chicken feather were discouraged. Feather is part of traditional dressing for Vanuatuan people. It is mainly used in custom ceremonies such as circumcision ceremony. It is called in Vanuatuan language, it's called Namantem in Istana, and also used when a girl got her first menstruation, then can put the prepared feather on her head for boys to try and pluck it off her hair. The one who plucked the feather off is now considered to be her future husband. Before colonialism, ancestors from Tanna Island used chicken feather for their traditional dressing. First, they unpluck the chicken feather from the unalive chicken or rooster. They only use the feather that are straight and silk. Then they get 2 coconut leaflets and clean until the spines are clean. Then they strip out a tiny part of the pandanus or a strip of coconut husk and tie it onto the coconut spine. And finally, they pick a single feather and tie it around the spine. During colonization, British and French people start introducing things like cigars, smoke, and things that contribute a lot or changes a lot of things in the process of making feather. Now, the Northern people boil up hot water in metallic items, not using plastic as it melts, and then while it's hot, pour in the powder paint, and then get the feather and dip it inside the hot paint for 2 seconds, and then remove, put it in the fire ash, or if you're using stove, just put it in on a paper towel and leave it to get dry. When it's ready, take it and cut out a sewing thread about the height of 7 cm, tie a knot on top of the 2 coconut spine, and pick up the painted feather, and you can do it in color section or a spiral. To conclude, the Vanuatu people connections with chicken feather in traditional attire illustrate cultural identity, continuing tenacity in the face of foreign pressures. It demonstrates the fundamental relationship between clothing and cultural that transcends colonialism obstacles.